Do you guys remember 2019? I know it feels like it was such a long time ago, but it's actually more recent than a lot of people remember. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had just fired old head coach Dirk Cutter, coming off of a very disappointing 5-11 season, and they brought in new head coach coming out of retirement, mind you, Bruce Arians. And him and his coaching staff were going to guide the Tampa Bay Buccaneers into the next era of this franchise, and they were bringing in players that fit the mold of what they wanted to do both on offense and on defense. One of those players that was brought in that offseason was a guy who was looking for a starting opportunity and signed a 1-year, $5 million prove-it contract with the team to get that starting opportunity. That player was Shaq Barrett. And at the time in that offseason, I made a video talking about how Shaq Barrett was going to be a superstar for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for years to come. And thankfully, this was one of the few times that I was actually right about a player and a situation. Shaq Barrett came in on that 1-year prove-it contract, and he did great. He broke the franchise record for most sacks in a season, and he has still continued to be one of the most efficient pass rushers that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has had in recent memory. And when I made that video, I was very proud of that video, right? It was more of a documentary style type of video. A lot of research was done into the story of Shaq Barrett and his journey that he had from all the way back in high school all the way to the current day at that time when he joined the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But that was not the end of Shaq Barrett's story, and I wasn't able to cover all of the details of Shaq Barrett's story in a way that I wanted to. I didn't have any funding, I didn't have any type of high video levels of production at the time, and I wasn't able to do a lot of things that I wanted to do in terms of covering this story. But now things have changed. I'm here in this video today to tell you guys about a new project that is being done by Lamar Griffin of Lamar Griffin Films. It's called A Man on a Mission, the story of Buccaneers edge defender Shaq Barrett. And in this documentary that is being done by Lamar Griffin, in association with Shaq Barrett, by the way, it tells more of that story that I talked about in 2019. Getting so many good details, talking to so many different people inside of Shaq Barrett's life, outside of Shaq Barrett's life. It covers so many different types of things. And I've seen parts of this documentary, folks. I'm not going to spoil anything here in this video, but I'm going to tell you right now, based off of the things that I have seen, this documentary is legitimate. This is going to be good. You think about ESPN, 30 for 30, 60 for 60, whatever types of sports documentaries are out there, this one is going to be right up there with all of those documentaries that you know and love in terms of video production, in terms of the story that is being told. And the story that is being told in this documentary is one that you know as a stereotype or a cliche, but it rings true to life. It's one that you see in the movies all the time, in the feel-good sports stories, but it's real here in this documentary. A player who has rised above expectations and is doing everything that he can for one sole purpose: to provide for his family. And that's something that I think everybody can aspire to do in life, right? You want to provide for your family, you want to provide for yourself, and that is a story that is told in this documentary. It has a little bit of everything, right? Has a little bit of football enjoyment, has a little bit of family story type enjoyment, and everything else in between. This documentary covers Shaq Barrett's journey, right? From high school, going into college, where he would eventually form his family, going into the NFL, and covering all of the obstacles along the way. And folks, I'm going to tell you right now, there were a lot of obstacles in Shaq Barrett and his family's way. I mean, a lot. And I think that it is genuinely inspiring to see the journey that all of the people that are involved in Shaq Barrett and his family's story overcome these obstacles and get to where they are today. I do genuinely believe that it is inspiring, and it is something, a story, that all of us can learn from in terms of willpower, perseverance. All these different types of things I think are going to be able to be learned from watching this documentary that is coming out soon. I can't give you guys a specific date as to when it is going to come out, but as I said, there are going to be more videos talking about this project. Lamar Griffin has done a fantastic job with his team for budgeting, producing, editing, everything that goes into making a professional style type of documentary has been done in this upcoming project, and I'm very happy to talk about it in this video. I'm very happy to continue to talk about this in future videos as it gets closer and closer to the release date of the documentary. And overall, I'm just happy to watch this, hear again more about Shaq Barrett's story and more details that I may have missed in my video, and I'm sure a lot of details that the average person might not know about Shaq Barrett, his family, and their story, going from college and high school into the NFL and going to the modern day. I really do think it's going to be an awesome documentary. Again, it will be coming out soon, and I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to talk more about it, and hopefully you guys get excited for this project as well, because again, there's so many awesome things that are going to be in this project. Interviews with a lot of people. And I'm not just talking about, people inside and outside of Shaq Barrett's life. I'm talking about some high-level people who got interviewed in this project as well. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything. I want that to be a surprise for you guys when the documentary does come out. But there are some awesome interviews. There's some awesome footage. There's just so many great things that I saw from the short, portions of this documentary that I saw that I think are going to be awesome, that I think are going to capture your guys' attention and really get you invested in this story and really help you understand what this story means. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of good discussion, I think, moving forward. And yeah, it's a really, really exciting time. And can't wait until this project comes out. So let me know what you guys think about this upcoming documentary that Lamar Griffin of Lamar Griffin Films is making down in the comments section below. I would love to hear what you guys think about Shaq Barrett and what his story is going into the current day based on where he has been. Because, again, it's an awesome story, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it when the documentary does come out. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Stay tuned, because we're going to be covering this more and more as time goes on here and continuing to build hype for this documentary, because I think a guy like Shaq Barrett deserves it. Not just because of the story that he has, but also he's been great for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I think if you're a Bucs fan, you're going to love this documentary. And if you're just a fan of sports documentaries in general, I think you are just going to enjoy it, period. So yeah, let's get hyped and let's wait in anticipation for this project to come out. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.